When I started selling my first product, I made one mistake that almost killed my startup. And if I hadn't fixed it, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. Now, I need to tell you about this because it could be costing your startup a lot of money. And the worst part is that most startups make this exact mistake. So give me a few minutes and I will show you exactly what the problem is, how you can check if you have it too, and how you can fix it in a few minutes. Most founders build their startup like this. They build a product, hit publish on their website and hope for the best. They drive traffic through different marketing channels like social media ads, SEO, or reach out to people directly. And it works. 1,000 visitors, 3,000 visitors, 5,000 visitors. But after a few months, still 0 customers. And you sit there and wonder, our product is excellent and super valuable. Why don't we get any customers? And here is where things get interesting, because I found a mistake so small, so insignificant, that it seemed impossible that it was causing this problem. But it was. Let me explain. This was the first product I offered on my website. It was a persona course for startup founders to help them define their target audience. Every day, about 100 people visited my sales page, but no sales. But as soon as I made this tiny change, sales went up. The problem was that I wasn't showing the real value of my product. I was saying things like 3 hours of video, persona template and examples, marketing channel guides. People visited my sales page, but they didn't see how this solution would help them. And if your visitors don't immediately see the value, they will leave. So no matter how many leads you get, they won't convert. So here is what I changed and what you need to do if you are struggling with your sales. I call it the 3 levels of value communication. The worst case is to do it the way I used to do it. You just list the features. You just describe what your product does, like 3 hours of video material, persona template, or marketing channel guides. But you don't tell why it's important. So when someone visited my sales page, they thought, okay, cool, but why should I care? And many startups do it like this. So that's the worst case. The better version, the second level of value communication, is to show the benefits. So instead of just listing features, you explain what users will get. So I rephrased it. From 3 hours of video material, I said 3 hours of detailed video lessons that walk you through everything you need to know so you avoid mistakes. From persona templates, I went to a simple step-by-step template to help you target the right audience and make your marketing more effective. And from marketing channel guide, I went a guide that helps you find the best marketing channels to bring in more customers. So people visited my sales page and understood the benefits. But showing the benefits is not enough. Here is my pro tip. The less work your customers have to do to understand the value, the stronger your marketing will be. And this is where my 3rd level of value communication comes in. You translate those benefits into money. You basically show why people should care. And here is how you do it. There are 3 ways. You either tell how much money your customers make, how much money your customers save, or how much time your customers save. For example, if you offer an email automation tool, you could say, by using our software, you increase your email conversions by 20%, adding 10,000 per year in revenue. You reduce your email workload by 80%, saving 2,000 per month in labor cost. Or you could say, save 5 hours per week with an easy-to-use automated email sequence. So here is how I did it. I said 3 hours of video lessons that save you months of guesswork and costly mistake. Step-by-step template that helps you target the right audience and save thousands in wasted ad spend. And identify the best marketing channels fast so you stop wasting money on ineffective strategies. And by positioning your product like that, by translating your benefits into more revenue, saved cost or saved time, you get people to think, oh wow, this could be really interesting and super valuable. And it's that shift from okay, cool, to I need this now. So now that you understand the strategy, where do you put this? It's not just on your sales page, you basically put it everywhere you promote your product. Like your ad copy, your sales calls, your pitch deck, wherever you market your product. Wherever you communicate with potential customers, make sure you translate the benefits of your product into dollars and hours saved. So, if you are making this mistake right now, let me show you how you can fix it in just 3 simple steps. Hey friends, we get back to the video in just a second, but I've got something special for you. My exclusive Startup Survival Guide, completely for free. You will learn how to avoid the most common startup mistakes and what it takes to build a strong foundation for your business. All in just 5 minutes. This guide is packed with actionable resources, powerful frameworks, and pro tips that you can use right now in your startup. 90% of startups fail. Don't be one of them. Check out the first link in the description below and download your free Startup Survival Guides. Let's get back to the video. First, write down the 3 most important features of your product. For example, if you have a time tracking tool, you might say automatic time tracking, detailed project reports, and invoice generation. That's step 1. Next, write down the benefits for each feature. Like, what does it do for the customer? Automatic time tracking could become never forget to log hours. Detailed project reports could become see exactly where your time goes. And invoice generation could become get paid faster with automated invoicing. And now, in step 3, you turn those benefits into money-based outcomes. For example, save 5+ hours per week by automating time tracking, or identify unprofitable projects and save thousands per year, or reduce unpaid invoices by 50% and increase cash flow. Can you see how much more powerful your product becomes when you communicate it this way? This small change instantly makes your product more valuable because your customers don't have to connect the dots. You are telling them exactly what the real value of your product is. So now that you know how you can communicate your value, let me show you a pro tip to make your product seem even more valuable. One of the most powerful ways to communicate your value is to compare it to a super expensive alternative. It's called anchoring. Basically, you show a super expensive alternative and show your potential customers how cheap your solution is compared to it. For example, if you sell an AI copywriting tool, you could compare it to hiring a $5,000 per month marketing agency. Or if you sell an automation tool, compare it to the cost of hiring a full-time employee to do the same tasks manually. If you sell online courses, compare it to the cost of going to college. This is a super powerful way to further show the value of your product. Most startups cannot make money, but not because their product is bad, it's because they don't show the value. They show the features, the benefits at best. So here is my action step for you. Take a look at how you currently describe your product and make sure you have translated your benefits into dollar results. But hey, your sales page is only one part of your successful startup. You need to get traffic. So if you want to get more traffic and more sales, check out this video where I will show you the one marketing channel I would bet my startup on. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more pro tips and powerful frameworks on how to build a successful startup. See you soon, bye bye.